Yo, so I was recording while I was driving, but you couldn't hear nothing. Man, I'm talking about this wind was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell you how you can obtain your CDLs, man. Look, or your CDL, my bad. I don't know why I want to throw an S behind it, but bear with me. So, there are multiple ways of getting your CDL. Multiple. If I can go back, these would be the steps that I would take. First and foremost, what I would do is I would get the chapters needed to obtain my permit, to get my CDL permit. So look up the chapters that you need to study, and man, you know what I'm saying, read that, man. And then the questions at the end of those chapters, man, are really helpful, and usually they are on the test. I will also download the app CDL Prep. It's in white letters, bold white letters, with a red background. CDL Prep. You can download it at any app store, and it's free on Apple or Google for Android. I will study those and get my permit. Do what I need to do to get my permit, and this is why. If you go to any other training or CDL school, your first couple of weeks is nothing but information and you obtaining your permit so you can be able to train inside the truck. Point blank, period. So, I would do that. After I got my permit, what I would do, or while I'm studying for my permit, I will Google or look for some type of local or government assistance that will help pay for my schooling. I think I know one guy. He went to the unemployment office. They helped him out through there. This other dude, he went through a vocational school, and they helped him with certain grants that helped pay for his schooling. And one of the companies I was at, a dude was from Alabama. And he was like, if you're a father and you on child support, and, the state will help you. They will put you in a school, get you an apartment, not apartment, but a room, a boarding room, and give you some type of allowance, lunch allowance, while you're in school. So basically, they really trying to help, really trying to help those people out right there. I kind of like that one. But, the reason why you want some type of government assistance or some type of funding or grant that you can get to help pay it is because you won't have to pay the school back. The next one is basically the one that I did was I just took out a loan. My brother, he came through clutch for me with the cosign, and right as of now, I pay out of pocket. But the only reason I kind of put that as late is because if you want to get your CDL as cheap as you can. The best way is to get it to where you don't have to pay for nothing, maybe, or just a fee itself to obtain them at your local DMV. I will what was the other one? The reason I feel like it's okay the route that I'm at is because I don't really have stipulations on my CDL. Certain companies, they will tell you when you get out of school, or we'll pay up to blase amount on your CDL or back to your loan or your school. Well, that's fine and all, but can you really stay there for that amount of time while they're paying it? Because some when they paying for your school or paying back on your loan, man, they pay you little as to nothing getting out of class, man, or out in training. And I understand you got to start somewhere, but man, it's expensive out on the road when you first start out. Another way is this one guy. He told me he had a friend who had a tractor and trailer. He took the tractor and trailer to the DMV, took the written test and the driving test all in one day, and all he had to do was just pay for the test. I mean, not for the test, just for his license, because he passed. I don't know too many people that is fortunate or blessed, to be in a position like that, to know somebody who owns their tractor and trailer. So, and then, it depends on what all you're hauling too. So, but, to each his own on that one. That's all I can say. So, me, like I said, so it would be like government assistance funding would be like my top priority. My next one would be just paying for the loan. The last one is going to a company and letting them pay for your training and schooling. The reason why is almost equivalent to the ones who will tell you that you already signed on a loan for. But these are the ones who will come and tell you, hey, I will pay for you to get your CDL. Man, to me, that stuff is iffy. Real iffy. I was listening to one guy on the phone while I was waiting on the shower, and he was like, they basically they take some out your check, but you don't really know it. So I feel like they probably do it like almost like child support and taxes. They probably take a little out on your gross that you don't know about, and boom, you stuck with what is left net. So I don't really feel that. And plus, they also, just like the other one I was speaking on, they pay you little as to nothing to me. I came to one guy came up to me. I think what was I doing? I think I was tanking. Yeah, I was tanking. We just so happened to link up, and he was doing dry van. We was delivering at this particular shipper, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I made 25 cents a mile." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, man, hell no. I can tell you companies, they can at least double that almost, off the rack, just on dry van. So, but he claimed he like it. He claimed he's getting money, which I can't see how at 25 cents a mile, but they probably run him ragged. That is not me. Me, I would say, once you get your CDL, and while you're in the midst of training, man, look, be recruiting yourself. Look at the companies that are in your area, because if you can get a company close to home, it will be nothing for you to get home. It will be the least hassle you'll have to do. Me, when I first started out, my first company was in Kentucky. So I'm either in Kentucky area. I think luckily we had a terminal in West Memphis, which was like an hour away from home. So if I can get to that terminal, I can get home. So, and what I would do, and, just a little hint. What I usually do is, if I can get home to just sleep and do a 10-hour break, that would be my home time, Or if I can get home, sometimes I know I can be able to make the delivery. I might not have to drive it all off. I'll just drive all the way till I get home, take my break, take a 34 hour if needed. Boom. That was when I first got out. So then if I do need to take off, I got home time bill. Man, my home time will be stacked. Matter of fact, I think with my first company, I had how much I added up? Almost 2 to 3 weeks worth of home time. That's kind of crazy, but you don't really get paid for that. So that's the downfall. That's the downside of that one. So, my next company was in Memphis. So that was when I learned, okay, if I do go with a company, it would be way beneficial for me to get to a company that's close to home, because if I gotta come home for whatever reason, and anybody who knows or just so happen to jump on this video, when you first get with a company, 8 times out of 10 you're gonna come back to that terminal within like a week or two. For some reason, you might be picking up a loaded trailer, dropping off a loaded trailer. whatever reason, you're going to be coming back to the terminal. It's very rare that you're going to go out and you ain't going to see the terminal again, ever. So I like, just like that one, what I do, I come to the terminal. I can be able to do my 10-hour break at home. Sometimes I didn't have to do the 10-hour break, or if my truck was shut down and need maintenance work, hey, I can call, boom, I'm at the house. I only stay 45 minutes away, and I just tell them, hey, when the truck is done, call me, let me know. And they was fine with that. So, man, look, I'm the type that if I learn something, I teach it to I learn what I teach, basically. Or I teach what I learn. My bad. I teach what I learn. So each one teach one for me. So, you know what I'm saying? I just feed out information, whatever I learn. And hey, what you do with it is up to you. All I can do is say, hey, I wish you the best. Good luck.